Hi students, good morning. How are you? Fine? Okay. Yesterday I explained in bridge course period table. So oxidation states, valency. So oxidation states, so not completed. So oxidation states may be positive or negative or fractional. Alkali metals oxidation state plus 1 A group elements, second group elements plus 2, third A group elements plus 1 and plus 3, fourth group elements plus 2 and plus 4, fourth A group elements plus 2 and plus 4, fifth A group elements plus 3 and plus 5, sixth A group elements plus 2 plus 4 plus 6, in sixth group elements oxygen exhibit minus 2 common oxidation state, in peroxides minus 1, superoxides minus 1 by 2. Okay, so these are our points. Seventh group halogens, common oxidation state minus 1 and another oxidation states plus 1, plus 3, plus 5, plus 7. But noble gases, zero group element oxidation state, zero group elements oxidation state 0 because cannot react with other elements. These are stable configuration except xenon. But xenon exhibit plus 8 oxidation state. D block element common oxidation state plus 2. Okay. And another one is chromium, copper, silver, gold, mercury also exhibit plus 1 oxidation states. Plus 1 oxidation states. Plus 1 oxidation state. So chromium, copper, silver, gold and mercury exhibit plus 1 oxidation state. Okay. And another one is F-log elements. F-log elements exhibit common oxidation state plus 3. Common oxidation state plus 3. Okay. So these are different types of oxidation states. Different types of oxidation state. Okay. So these are oxidation state. And another one is, yesterday I explained manganese. Manganese exhibit plus 7, plus 6 and plus 4 and plus 2. Plus 7 which compound? Potassium permanganate. Potassium manganate K2MnO4. And another one is manganese dioxide and manganese chloride, like that. So these are oxidation states of elements. So these are oxidation states. Okay. Next. And another one is ruthenium, osmium. Xenon exhibit plus 8 oxidation states. Plus 8 oxidation state. These are which compound? Ruthenium tetroxide, osmium tetroxide, xenon tetroxide. Oxygen minus 2. 4 oxygens is there, minus 8. X minus 8 equal to 0, X equal to plus 8, like that, this type. Anyway, ruthenium, osmium and xenon exhibit plus 8 oxidation state in their compound. So these are highest oxidation state of elements. Ruthenium, osmium and xenon. So these are oxidation states elements in the period table. Next another one is oxidation states completed. Next another oxidation ability, reduction ability. Oxidation ability, reduction ability. Oxidation ability, that is known as oxidant. Reduction ability, that is known as reductant. Oxidation ability, oxidant. Oxidant or another name is oxidizing. Oxidizing property. That is a reducing property. Reductant and reducing property. So in the period table, S block elements. S block element means alkali metals and alkaline earth metals are strong reducing agent. That means S block elements. S block elements are strong reducing agent. Strong reducing agent. Strong reducing agent means compulsory, especially alkali metals first. Alkali metals are strong reducing agents. And the P block elements. P block elements. P block elements here halogens. Halogens. Strong oxidizing agents. Oxidizing agents. Strong oxidizing agents. Halogens. Halogen means fluorine is a strong oxidizing agent. Best oxidizing agent. Fluorine is a best oxidizing agent. Oxidizing agent another name is oxidant. Reducing agent another name is reductant. Now I will give oxidizing agents. I will give oxidizing agents examples. Fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine. So these are of oxidizing order. Oxidizing nature. Oxidizing nature. And another same fluorine, chlorine, oxygen, nitrogen also. These are of oxidizing nature. In halogens, fluorine first, chlorine, bromine, iodine. So fluorine, chlorine, next oxygen and nitrogen. Here also oxidizing nature or oxidant. And metals, that means so reducing. Reducing nature means here now I am giving examples. Sodium, magnesium, aluminum. That is a reducing nature order. Reducing nature. Anyway, in a group top to bottom, reduction ability increases. In a group top to bottom, reduction ability increases. In a group top to bottom, reduction ability increases. In a period left to right, oxidation ability increases. In a period left to right, oxidation ability increases. In a group top to bottom, reduction ability increases. So these are oxidation and reduction ability examples. Okay, anyway, S block elements are, especially 1A group elements are strong reducing agents. First S block element 1A group, next 2A group elements. And P block elements, so halogens are strong oxidizing agents. In halogens, which one is strong? Fluorine. Fluorine is a best oxidizing agent or best oxidant. So these are oxidizing and so these are oxidation and reduction ability. So these are, and the last one is oxides. Oxides, very important. Generally, oxide means element react with oxygen to form binary compound. Any element react with oxygen to form oxides. Generally, oxides, how many types of oxides first? Acidic nature oxides, basic nature oxides, third one is amphoteric oxides, amphoteric nature oxides, fourth one is neutral oxides, neutral oxides. Generally oxides 4 types. Acidic nature oxides, basic nature oxides, amphoteric oxides, neutral oxide. Acidic nature oxide means non-metal oxides are acidic nature oxides. Non-metal oxides are acidic nature oxide. Examples, non-metal oxides examples, you know, CO2, SO2, N2O5, N2O3, P4O6, P4O10, Cl2O7, etc. These are all are acidic nature oxide. Non-metal oxides are non-metal oxides exhibit acidic nature property. Non-metal oxides are acidic nature oxide. And basic nature oxide, metal oxides. Metal oxides are basic nature oxide. What are metal oxide? For example, metal oxide, sodium oxide, potassium oxide, calcium oxide, magnesium oxide, copper oxide, like that. Okay, so these are metal oxide. Metal oxides are basic nature. Metal oxides are basic nature. And amphoteric nature oxide. Amphoteric nature oxide means the oxide dissolve both acids and bases. Amphoteric oxide dissolve both acids and bases. So amphoteric oxides, these are two types. So first, amphoteric nature oxides, these are amphoteric oxides are these are here first amphoteric oxides. Now I will explain amphoteric oxide. Amphoteric oxide dissolve both acids and bases. Amphoteric oxides. Amphoteric oxide means these are three types. Some non-metal oxides. Metalloids, some metalloid oxides are amphoteric. Some metalloid. So metalloid oxides are amphoteric. Some metalloid oxides. Next one. Some metal oxides are amphoteric. That means some metals compulsory. Some metalloid oxides are amphoteric. Some metal oxides are amphoteric. Examples. In this case, examples. Metalloid and the name is semi-metal. Example. As2O3, Sp2O3, TeO2, GeO2. These are metalloids. Arsenic trioxide, antimony trioxide, tellurium dioxide, germanium dioxide. So, metalloid oxides are amphoteric. Some metalloid oxides are amphoteric. Some metal oxides are amphoteric. Example, BeO, ZnO, Al2O3, SnO2, lead dioxide. So these are all metal oxide. These metal oxides are amphoteric nature. Beryllium oxide, amphoteric oxide. Zinc oxide, amphoteric nature. Aluminum trioxide, aluminum oxide, amphoteric. Tin dioxide, lead dioxide. These are all. So some metal oxides are amphoteric. Anyway, these are amphoteric oxide. So amphoteric oxides are formed by some metal oxides are amphoteric. Metalloid, META, metalloid. Metalloid oxides are amphoteric. Some metal oxides are amphoteric nature. Okay. So these are amphoteric oxides. And another one is, last one is neutral oxides. Neutral oxides. Example, carbon monoxide, laughing gas, NO, and N2O, laughing gas. These are neutral oxides. Carbon monoxide, N2O. These are laughing gas. Nitrous oxide, nitric oxide. So these are examples of oxides. Anyway, oxides four types: acidic nature oxides, basic nature oxides, amphoteric oxides. Fourth one is neutral oxides. Okay, Nama? So these are different points in oxides in the period table. Okay? So these are period table concept Last one is diagonal relationship. Suppose lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, sodium, magnesium, aluminum, silicon. Okay. Diagonal relationship means in the period table, second period of first element, similar property with third period of next group, both are diagonal to them. This relation is known as diagonal relationship. Diagonal relationship is in the period table, second period of first group element, similarities with third period of next group element, which are diagonal to them. This relation is known as diagonal relationship. This relationship, diagonal relationship, observed up to fourth group element. After fourth group, no observation, no diagonal relationship. So, diagonal relationship exhibited by elements having same electronegativity, similar atomic size. Last one is same polarization power. So polarization, here what do you mean by polarization? Polarization means, now I am writing here, polarization equal to ionic charge by ionic radius square. That is a polarization. Polarization power or polarization power. Okay, polarization power equal to ionic charge by ionic radius square. Elements exhibited by diagonal relationship due to first same electronegativity, similar atomic size, same polarization power. Polarization power equal to ionic charge by ionic radius square. So this is a diagonal relationship. So these are in the period table, in the bridge course, some basic points. Don't forget remembering all these points. Okay? So these are our diagonal relationship. Okay? Write down. Students, all following? Writing in the notes. Okay? Write down. Every point must write in the classwork or notes. Okay, next in bridge course, chemical bonding. These are very important. Chemical bonding, bridge course, some bond. What do you mean by chemical bonding? The force of attraction between two atoms in a molecule is known as chemical bond or chemical bonding. The force of attraction between two atoms in a molecule is known as chemical bond or chemical bonding. For example, generally chemical bond, first one is ionic bond. Second one is covalent bond. Third one is coordinate covalent bond. Coordinate covalent bond. Coordinate covalent bond. Coordinate covalent bond. Ionic bond, covalent bond and coordinate covalent bond. Okay. So the force of attraction between two atoms in a molecule is known as ionic bond. Sorry, the force of attraction between two atoms in a molecule is known as a chemical bond. Chemical bond, how many types? So three types: ionic bond, covalent bond and coordinate covalent bond. Coordinate covalent bond, another name is dative bond. Dative bond. Okay. Ionic bond, before we want generally, what is made by valency electrons? In the bonding, in the chemical bonding, only valency electrons can participate. In the chemical bonding, only valency electron can participate. Valency electron means number of electrons present in outermost orbit of an atom is known as valency electrons. Number of electrons present in outermost orbit of an atom is known as valency electron. For example, sodium atom contain one valency electron. That means one valency electron. Okay, next one is so oxygen atom contain how many valence electrons? 6 valency electrons. Don't write VALENCY. Valence, CY means valency, that is a combining capacity, but here valency. And another nitrogen atom contain how many electrons? Nitrogen atom contain how many electrons? 5 electrons. 5 valency electrons. Nitrogen atom contain 5 valency electrons. For example, I am giving sodium 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1. Valence how many? Last electron 3s1, that is. And another oxygen means configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. Outermost orbit, second shell contain s orbital and p orbital. Second orbit contain how many electrons? 6 electrons. Anyway, oxygen 6 electrons. Nitrogen is there. Nitrogen 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. There are how many electrons? 5 valence electron. That is a so sodium atom contain 1 valence electron, oxygen 6, nitrogen 5 valence electron. That is a valence electron. So the number of electrons present in outermost orbit of an atom is known as valence electron. So only valence electron can participate in chemical bonding. So that is a information. Valence electron. Next. Inert gas configuration. Inert gas configuration means so 8 electrons present in the outermost orbit is known as outermost orbit of an atom is known as inert gas configuration. Only 8 electron is there in outermost orbit. Simply, valence shell contain 8 electron, that is known as inert gas configuration. For example, 8 electrons, inert gas configuration. For example, noble gases. So, except helium, remaining all are 8 electrons. That means noble gas example, neon, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. How many electrons? So 8 electrons. Inert gas. And another example. argon 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6. So generally elements or ions have kinetic gas configuration that is a more stable. Inert means more stable. And I am taking ions also. Okay. Calcium ions. Calcium ion means 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, x3, 4. These are calcium. So Ca2 plus means losing 2 electron. That means 4s0. 4s0 means these are nothing. These are leave it. How many valence electrons? A. Calcium ion also inert gas configuration. Calcium ion. And the potassium ion K plus ion also. Actually 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6. Actually 4s1. Losing 1 electron is 4s0. That means out. How many? 8 electrons. These are inert gas configuration. So these are inert gas configuration. Okay, inert gas configuration. And another one is right down. So these are inert gas configuration. Pseudo inert gas configuration. Pseudo means not real. Pseudo inert gas configuration means inert gas configuration means 8 electrons in the outermost orbit of an atom, an ion. Pseudo means not real. Pseudo inert gas configuration means 18 electrons present in the ion or atom outermost orbit valence shell is known as pseudo inert gas configuration. Pseudo inert gas configuration means how many electrons? 18 electrons. 18 electrons. 18 electrons. Example: copper ion, zinc ion. Actually copper configuration actually 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 4s1, 3d10. 3d10. Cu2 plus means you are losing 1 electron, 4s0. These are not considered. That means also how many? 3s2, 3p6, 3d10. Here how many electrons? So 18 electrons. That is considered as a pseudo inert gas configuration. Here zinc ion. Zinc means 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 3d10. Actually 4s2 zinc. Here 4s0. This is not considered. That means 3s2, 3p6, 3d10. Total how many electrons? 18 electrons. That is a pseudo inert gas configuration. Pseudo inert gas configuration. Okay. So these are inert gas configuration. Inert gas configuration, pseudo inert gas configuration. Okay. Next another one is ionic bond. It is also known as electrostatic bond. Ionic bond. Ions. Ionic bond means ionic bond is formed by transfer of electrons from one atom to another atom. Definition: the electrostatic force of attraction between two oppositely charged ions is known as ionic bond. Two oppositely charged ions. So that is ionic bond. It is also known as electrovalent bond. Electrovalent bond. So ionic bond is formed by transfer of electrons from one atom to another atom. So ionic bond formed between metal and non-metal, metal atom and non-metal atom, simply metal atom and non-metal atom. For example, between sodium and chlorine, which bond is there? Ionic bond. It losing of electron, sodium losing of electron, chlorine gaining of electron to form NaCl. That is a ionic compound. NaCl. Actually, for stability, Sodium losing of electron, sodium actually 11 electrons, 11 atomic number. These are 10 electrons. These are 17 gaining of electron, that is the 18 electrons. That means for noble gas configuration, 10 means any atom losing or gaining to exhibit noble gas configuration. That means sodium 11 for stability losing of electron, 10 means noble gas configuration neon. Chlorine 17 for stability gaining of 1 electron from sodium, 18 means argon. Simply 10 electron means these are neon. These are argon for stability, that is a sodium chloride. So anyway, sodium chloride contain which type of bond? Ionic bond. So these are example. Okay, example 1 and another example. So sodium chloride. Between metal atom and non-metal atom, which one is formed? Ionic bond. Okay, so this is a one of the example ionic bond. Next, another example. Example 2, magnesium chloride, MgCl2. These are ionic bond. Why? Magnesium plus 2Cl minus gives us to MgCl2, because magnesium losing of how many electrons? 2 electrons. 2 electron means compulsory here 10 electron is there. Okay, 1 chlorine is 17, 18 electrons. These are 18 electrons. There 10 electron, 1 chlorine. These are each chloride ion is having 18 electrons. That means it's stable. That is a okay. Mg2 plus 2Cl by MgCl2. It is a example. Okay, these are also ionic compound. Okay, ionic bond. Okay, these are ionic bond. It is a. So these are. It is a ionic bond. Ionic bond is formed by transfer of electrons from one atom to another atom. One atom to another atom. Between metal atom and non-metal atom, ionic bond is formed. Last time I explained one point. If the electronegative difference between two atoms greater than 1.7, ionic bond is formed. Greater than 1.7, ionic bond is formed. Anyway, it is example of ionic bond. Okay? Mixing. Okay, students. Here ionic bond. Now, okay. Remaining points tomorrow I will explain. Remaining points. So, chemical bond very important. Ionic bond, covalent bond, dative bond examples. Okay, and double bond, triple bond, hybridization, okay. So these are ionic bond. Tomorrow remaining points. Okay, enough. Today enough, students. Dear students, today enough. Okay, thank you for all.